Hello there internet, it's MegaMogwai here, and I got another video for you guys today, and today I'm going to show you my most degenerate creation with War of the Spark, and that is none other than TezzeREKT. TezzeREKT is a Dimir combo deck list built around TezzeREKT, Master of the Bridge, a Dimir 6-mana legendary planeswalker with 5 loyalty and an ability that says the following: creature and planeswalker spells you cast have affinity for artifacts. In case you're new to Magic or intermediate and just don't know what affinity means, I'm gonna explain it to you. Affinity is a keyword that means, in this particular case, creature and planeswalker spells that we hold in our hand cost X less to cast, and X is equated to the amount of artifacts you have on your board. Therefore, stuff like Karn, Sign of Urza, or Karn the Great Creator in this deck cost 0 mana potentially if we have 4 or more artifacts on the board, while other color spells, like for example Saheeli, would cost 2 blue sources of mana or red, because only the uncolored source of mana required to cast a spell is reduced by affinity. Otherwise, if you have to pay, like, if Vraska's Contempt, for example, was a creature and had affinity for artifacts, then you would still have to play 2 black sources of mana to cast it, is what I'm trying to say. So for example, TezzeREKT himself would still cost 1 blue mana and 1 black mana to cast, regardless of how many artifacts we have, because affinity, again, only affects the non-colored sources of mana required to cast said spell. So having that said, we are going to abuse this passive, because that is really all we care about when it comes to TezzeREKT in this deck. We care about his passive and his +2 loyal ability, which is our win condition. The -3 and the -8 are pretty irrelevant, to be completely honest with you, as +2 is where it's all about. TezzeREKT, the master of the motherfucking bridge, deals X damage to each opponent, where X is the number of artifacts you control, and then you gain X life. So we're talking about a lifelink swing that is done by a huge crane hand that just pops on the screen and zaps the opponent. It's pretty hilarious, and we're gonna have quite a bit of that in today's gameplay, as I spent all of yesterday's stream perfecting this deck list and just getting this combo off, man, because I can tell you, like, hours and hours just playing this deck, and it never got old when we got off, and we got off quite a bit. So what is the combo? Well, the combo basically requires certain components. Saheeli is not a must, but a very important piece for us to enable this to happen. Saheeli is a 3-mana planeswalker that gives us an army of servo artifact tokens that we generate while playing non-creature spells. And non-creature spells includes instants, sorceries, and also the likes of artifacts and other planeswalkers, right? And then we have Karn the Great Creator. The combo specifically is TezzeREKT and Karn the Great Creator, who is a 4-mana planeswalker with 5 loyalty, a passive that doesn't really come into play. It's pretty irrelevant. His +1 is also, again, irrelevant. We have to fixate on his -2 loyal ability. You may choose an artifact card you own from outside the game or in exile, reveal that card, and put it into your hand. So we have a best of 1 deck list, and the reason why we're playing best of 1 with it is because we need our sideboard as a slot to place in all sorts of different tools for Karn the Great Creator to fish for. It's like kind of like Mastermind Acquisitions best of 1 decks. Well, it works pretty much the same way, which is why, even though I do have best of 3 gameplay in today's video, I have like a mixture of everything. I also feature the deck list with the Sailor of Means, which I did take out later down the line, but still is pretty decent against aggro decks, and you'll see it in case you get confused. Like, the deck list has gone through, like I said, several iterations, and I have also played best of 3 with it, because the reason why I ultimately don't recommend it for best of 3 is because you're basically playing with half a sideboard, because there's I would say 7 to 8 key artifacts that you need in the sideboard, and then the other slots are open for other stuff, right? But by occupying those slots with cards that you're going to pull with the Great Creator, but they're not really cards that you're going to sideboard in, you're at an inherent disadvantage in a best of 3 environment, because your sideboard is just half the size everybody else's. Therefore, this is mainly a best of 1 deck list. I aim to focus on best of 3 content in this channel. That's what I'm going to be showcasing most of the time, but I will make exceptions, and this deck definitely deserves that, because oh god, it's a joy to play. So with Karn the Great Creator, what we do is we search mainly for Guardians of Coilers. We have a bunch of artifacts here, but I can tell you that Gate Colossus, Sphinx of the Guild Pact, Explosive Apparatus, and Chaos Wand are kind of just fillers. We're very rarely gonna ever go for them. Sorcerer Spyglass we can go for in specific scenarios in which we're facing a deck like Esper Control and we don't have the combo to go off. We can use it to shut down Teferi. And but the key thing here, the key artifact to search for is Guardian of Koilos, because Guardian of Koilos is a 5-mana artifact creature construct with 4 power, 4 toughness, and an ability that says when he comes onto the board, you return another historic permanent you control to its owner's hand. And a historic permanent is either an artifact or a legendary card. And fortunately for us, Koilos can target Karn, the Great Creator himself. So what we do is we have TezzeREKT on the board, and then we play Karn, the Great Creator, for 0 mana. And thus we proc Saheeli. Every time we do this, we activate her ability. We trigger it, right? So we get an extra token on the board. So we play Karn, the Great Creator. Then we search for Guardian of Koilos. We play Guardian of Koilos onto the board, and we return Karn, the Great Creator, to our hand. We're playing these two guys for free because of the affinity effect. So we play Karn, the Great Creator again, and we search for another Guardian of Koilos. And then, because we go for the -2 again, because the loyalty resets, like we're playing the Planeswalker again. So we search for Koilos again, and we repeat this process until we ran through the 4 Guardian of Koilos in our deck. We have triggered Saheeli a total of 8 times, because, well, technically, yeah, 4 from this and 4 from this, and then we search for something like Meteor Golem, which will be 0 mana to cast as well, which enables us to destroy target non-land permanent opponent's control. And then we have effectively flooded the board with artifacts, and then we can just start zapping our opponent for 1 billion. and get that health back too. So that is the idea of this deck. Everything else is made is in this deck list to ensure that we can make it up until that point. We have early game removal with Moment of Craving. We have Tyrant Scorn. We have AoE effects such as Golden Demise instead of Cry of the Carnarian, because we can achieve the City's Blessing really easily with Saheeli. And therefore, if we do that, this Golden Demise is an AoE board clear that does not kill our own 1/1 tokens. Because of the Ascent effect, which is why, like I said, we're playing this card, because otherwise you always want to play Cry of the Carnarian, because we miss out on the exiling effect, right? But I deemed it worthy so that we don't disrupt our own, board generation with it. We have 1 off of Ritual of Suit, 2 Ross's Contempt, 2 Chemist's Insight, and 4 Discovery Dispersals, alongside 4 Ops to search for our combo pieces, and of course 4 Treasure Maps, which can also enable us to not only ramp, but also enable TezzeREKT's passive, with the affinity effect to really come into play earlier on. And that is the deck list right there. As I've been talking about it for 7 minutes, not bad, I explained everything that this deck list is about. We have a 1-off of Mox Amber because it's 0 mana play, so sometimes we can go for that instead of the Meteor Golem, and to get an extra mana to ramp. But basically, as you can see, like, we have a bunch of filler cards here, but the really important card is this creature right here. It's important to note that some people think, well, why don't you bounce a Guardian of Koilos and another Guardian of Koilos and just cycle them? The problem is I can't really do this because it doesn't trigger Saheeli, so it doesn't really advance my artifact generation, right? That's why we have to bounce a Planeswalker, because that's a non-creature spell, because this is a creature spell. So that is the deck list right there. I got quite a bit of gameplay for you. You're gonna see this combo in action, and you're gonna see my opponents cry every time, and sometimes me crying every time, because like I said, this is not the most consistent deck list, but it is pretty damn fun. Some of the most fun I've had with Magic the Gathering post War of the Spark, man. It's been crazy. Like, yesterday's stream was a blast for me, and hopefully you guys enjoy the games, and let me know what you think about the deck. And I'll be back at it tomorrow with more. Thank you for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed, or not. You can do whatever you want. Yeah, I'll see you around. I don't think that match requires me to make any changes for now. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Hey, Savager. Oh, you watched the podcast with Joey. Nice, man. I'm doing pretty good. I'm playing some TezzeREKT, trying to make it work. The pretty hilarious combo. Okay, here we go. Let's go Discovery. We could have preserved the Moment of Craving.
Behold, new wonders.
All right, so we have the Great Creator Karn here.
Sorry I'm late. retreat. Trust me, I have a plan.
Say hello to my little friend. I will be better prepared next time.
Oh, I've done the hero thing before. Enough! We need to move quickly. No! I am not making this up as I go.
Could go off here. It depends on whether he has a negate. Let's try. Oh, baby!
I don't think you're ready for this.
I will fight. Stand.
Oh!
I have faced worse, but my choose my mission.
Oh!
Our actions determine you will threaten this world.
I am Karn. You are dead.
I battled with the forces of good. I will not lose
I could take the
friend.
Sorcerer's Spyglass, but I could also just play Meteor Golem. Fuck you, Teferi. Meteor Punch!
Round two.
Round two? Round two? Adorable.
This should strike fear into you.
That didn't go according to plan.
You gonna Kaya's Wrath me? I can keep coming, bruh. Come on, Wrath me, Wrath me. That'll make things interesting. Alrighty. I welcome it.
I will reach your corruption.
Two, three, four, five.
Just concede.
Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna mulligan this because the land base is really bad. Okay, that looks better. Slower but better. We are going first, so we can afford slower anyways.
I love a good challenge. This should be fun.
Oh, let's see if you live, Saheeli, but I like that attitude.
I'm sorry, but I must tend to my creations.
Yeah, well, you didn't delve anything, but okay. I know pride is a thing, but you just got smacked really hard. Come on, admit it, Saheeli. Admit it. Alright, Sailor of Memes. I choose you. Oh, dear God. We're gonna try to go for the chemistry set here. Main deck negate. All right, sure. Yikes. So we're pretty dead. Ah, there you are, TezzeREKT. A little bit too late, buddy. So against flyers like that, we're not really able to do much, right? Like back-to-back nickel. I mean, we had the Ross's Contempt for that, but he countered it. It's a good hand for an aggressive matchup, which we seem to be facing. And we can potentially go for a Golden Demise on turn 3. It's important to curve out here. I could go for the Scorn onto this to deal with the bird, but I have double Demise anyways. Alright. He's debating whether to go face or to ignore it. She's ignoring her, which is exactly the kind of shit I want to see, because she perfect.
My artifacts give them strength.
He's just smorking me. That's 10. That means I just have to block one of these. Please don't be a Conquer Tribunal. Don't be a Conquer Tribunal. Okay, good. Alright, here we go, boys. Here we go. Alright, how do we do this? Alright, let's see. We Tyrant Scorn one of these. That's 2 mana. Which means this is 2 mana. We can easily get there. Here we go, baby.
I will defend my
Yeah, boy.
Let us begin. Oh. Until you have been resistant, you will not threaten this world.
There's more.
I advise that you leave. My allies are counting on me.
This is just the beginning.
Oh, that is so clean. That is so clean, baby. Oh, right. Well, we're facing an aggressive deck, so our lineup is as good as it can be. The problem about best of three is that now the surprise factor is gone, so our opponent will definitely not want to let our planeswalkers live. So let's see if we can make it work in this environment. Bifrost Dome 3 with the sub! With Tush Prime, thank you so much, buddy. In my opinion, can this deck be competitive? Yes. The problem is, it can be competitive. I've been working all day to make it as consistent as possible. So we transition from best of 1 to best of 3 because the problem is if we bring this deck to best of 1, we have a lot of removal cards because we're a control deck, but we kind of always lose against control because we don't have counter spells, right? So the idea here is to have a sideboard lineup that my opponent is just like sideboarding the fuck out of it. If I can win a best of 3 series with this game, with this deck, we're getting somewhere. I'm pretty sure he added Deputy Detention if he's running it, some negates too. Alright. We are gonna keep the opt for Saheeli here. We got 2 components of the combo, we just need to curve out here. And survive, of course. Alright, see that's a good answer. Fortunately for us, we do have Tyrant Scorn.
Gideon Jura, at your service. I believe in you, friend.
If we play Saheeli here, he can hit us for what, like 4? Yeah, we should still play her.
Dare to marvel at my masterpieces.
We survive. Unless he has something else for her, like a Deputy Detention or a Conclave Tribunal.
Lend you my strength.
He's thinking about going for the Loxodon, but he's not going to because he wants to get rid of her.
Is destruction your only art?
Share in my light. Do not frighten me. I believe in you.
You just going face? That's 6, 8. Does he have another Dovin's veto? Oh! Oh! I'm going! My food! Alright, I'm good now. Oh my god, he did have it! Fuck my life! Are you serious? God damn it, good timing, dude. I got 3 blockers here. Means I should be fine. As long as I have 3 blockers, I'm okay. I need to make sure he can't go for the -6, basically.
That was a good hit.
I'm gonna make the same mistake again.
There is great power in defeat.
Okay. 3, 4, 5. Oh, man, 1 per minute away.
Prepare for battle.
We definitely want to block here. We definitely want to block here. And we can afford to take 6 more. No, the problem is if he... Well, he needs to find 2 more permanents, so it can't really happen for the time being. I mean, we have anyways. Like, if we play TezzeREKT, we have the 5 anyways, so we can afford to block here to prevent a little bit of extra damage. We only have 3. We want to be able to threaten him more, right? But we can generate quite a bit. Okay, we're good, we're good, we're good, we're good, boys. We are, I repeat, we are good. We are not good. I repeat, we are not good. Holy crap, what is this? Are you serious? We don't have enough mana to go for it twice.
Allow me to introduce you to a friend of mine.
We could attack him. We have to attack him. At least with 1. Because we can always use the other 2 to block anyways. But we need to keep him low. Right, please top deck a land or something.
Your light will cleave the darkness.
We gotta block this, and we gotta block you. There's Daddy! Took you a while! Please don't have a third Dovin's veto. Please don't have a third Dovin's veto, for the love of God. Come on, man. A third one? Really? Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh!
Both body and
I mean, we got all the combo pieces and a treasure map to help us filter for lands, so we are going to keep this and hope our opponent isn't like incredibly fast and punishes us for doing so, right? We're gonna follow that up with a turn 2 Discovery Dispersal here. Alright, let's get rid of these two. Let's make sure we get lands. Ritual of Suit should put in the work here. I must play Treasure Map to ensure that I can draw into a land and potentially Ritual of Suit here. He's gonna be able to draw a card, but at least we will be able to slow him down.
Here comes the DJ.
Well, we are in massive trouble.
You've never seen anything like this.
We gotta hope our opponent just smorks us with everything. No, leave her alone. Leave her alone.
I need to iterate.
Until you have lived as a statue, do not talk. Allow me to introduce you to a friend of mine.
I could have played her first for 3 mana, for 3 this. I could have played her, then played Karn, then gone for this. I would have lost 2. I would have had, it would be a 3-3 basically. All right. Well, we gotta hope we live. Okay, well, never mind. GG. We got wrecked. That enchantment was pretty nutty. Applied a lot of pressure on us, and unfortunately, like I said, we can handle mono red pretty well. We can handle even mono white aggro, you know, unless they go crazy on us. But a snowbally tactic. Bit of a clunky hand keeping these two. But we do have Discovery Dispersal. And that means I can use one of these more proactively. I definitely want these too. But I'm going to draw the Chemist's Insight first. I mean, I see this and I assume it's as per control. So, like I said, I do want that. Because playing Sahili early is really nice. Probably has a counter spell. Yep, he probably had a counter spell though, so there's no reason to play this into that. This is a turn he wants to Chemist's Insight though, potentially. But we don't mind. We have the Chemist's Insight ourselves. Okay. Definitely a counter spell there. I mean, we got these threats going on the board, which he has to answer. But if he commits into Akaya's Wrath, then we can go crazy ourselves. Alright, that's 6 mana. Alright. There's TezzeREKT.
Hurry! Don't make another move. We need to move quickly.
Do you have a de-spark? That's the only thing I can think of.
I am Karn. I will reach your corruption.
See where we're going, boys?
Until you have lived as a statue, do not talk to me. Stand down.
Let's keep on going, baby. The dream!
I battle with the forces of
The dream! Come on! Come on! I've dealt with so much mana screw, so much bullshit. Here we go, boys!
I will defend my allies. I will reach your corruption. I have faced worse than the likes of you. My goal is my mission.
Time for motherfucking Meteor Golem? Fuck you, the fairy.
Suppose that's how it was meant to happen.
Yes! Exactly! Alright. You guys ready for the crane hand? Bitch! Oh, but we got more!
Sound of your demise.
Oh.